in the consolation round, and that'll mean Miranda for Stanford and Colman for Duke. Miranda losing to Priest in what was a pretty tight match. Colman was actually pinned in 4 minutes and 24 seconds by Cedeno.
Miranda's a guy who earned a bid for the conference at 41, upset by Briar Priest in our first session, and in a tightly contested bout with a score that says 9-2, but an overtime match with a feet to back move. And Colman looking to get things started for Duke.
141. There's 4 NCAA qualifiers.
There's a nice throw by Miranda as he gets right to offense.
It's important to point out, Rhino, that at 141, this is a win or go home match. If you lose this one, you're out of the ACC tournament.
Absolutely, and with 4 allocations, you don't want to end up getting out in this match, especially if you're Jason Miranda, a guy who earned a bid. You don't want to put yourself in the at-large pool, you know, saying you finished 7th at the conference. It's tough to get a bid that way, so this is a really important match. Colman for Duke, he's a senior on this team, 1 of 2. Doesn't want to end his career in this way. A lot on the line.
Christian Colman, 3-16. Actually faced Miranda in his last regular season match. Lost a major decision, 15-2.
Miranda getting this bow and arrow here, and he's slowly climbing up. I'd expect this to end up being back points. There's the count.
Coleman's in rough shape right now.
Yeah, brutal. This is tight. Good patience by Miranda to slowly crank the pressure, climb up the body, secure his back points. That should be 4.
Now he's going to crank it up again, I think.
Looking for this hip over now.
Colman, his freshman and sophomore year, wrestled at both 133 and 141. He's been at 141 the last 2 years.
Gets hit for stalling there on bottom. Yeah, he's kind of found his way in the Duke lineup each year. Guy that typically battles, but this is not where he wants to be. Miranda's getting that right leg in at will. Coleman's going to have to do a better job getting his elbow closer to his knee, block that leg from coming in.
Wow, 7-0 and almost all of the 3 minutes, 2 minutes and 37 seconds of riding time for Miranda.
That's the way you get after it after getting upset in the first round, come back. Nice underhook, cross knee pick there. And watch Miranda immediately get that right leg right in.
7-0 with a pronounced amount of riding time for Miranda.
That's where Colman likes to work, this 2-on-1. Miranda does a nice job clearing it.
Coleman's last win, Rhino, came against VMI back on December 22nd.
We said 4 allocations this weight. ACC continues to get more and more competitive. It's hard to find wins in this conference. Good hard steer by Miranda. He's looking to get back to that right side hook. Colman again gets to 2-on-1. Miranda clears it.
Rhino, I want to go back to the fall points for Miranda when he had Colman in a tough spot. Looked like he had him in a spot where if he could just get his arm underneath, he could get the pin, but elected to release there. What did you see there, and why not go for the fall?
I was a little surprised as well. He didn't try to climb up the body a little bit more and maybe step over into, double grapevines or really jump off and try and secure a fall. He seemed a bit content letting go of that bow and arrow and getting back to work. So I'm not entirely sure. To be honest, I didn't see that far side angle, but it did look like he was in position where he could have climbed the body and potentially gotten a fall there. We've seen him do it before.
For Colman, that's a win right there in that period, right?
Yeah. Negated some offense. He's going to have to get something going. It's the thing in tournaments as well. You'll see guys that are
wow,
great.
Look at this. Oh, just need to
job
keep his
by
body.
Miranda.
Yep.
Good. That's exactly what Coach Ramos over there was asking for. That kind of 2-on-1 throw by. He ends up with an ankle pick. Just can't quite cover the hips. As I said, you see some of these guys late in matches as allocations are on the line, or your career in some instances try to go big and go for broke, where you might not see that in dual meets with as much of the team score. I wonder if we're going to start to see a little bit of that urgency from Colman. Good shot by Miranda.
The winner of this matchup will face the loser of Latona and Scott. That will not be easy.
No, not at all. Latona been a staple for the Hokies, and Jaden Scott's still a guy who's finding his form a bit. Super stingy, tough defensively. You're in for a battle.
Christian Colman in what could be the final 50 seconds of his wrestling career.
Miranda doing a nice job securing this takedown. It's going to be the 10-0 lead. He gets that right leg in immediately. He's going back to work.
That's big because Stanford's making a little noise here in their first ever ACC tournament.
And they're looking for even more bonus. He cuts him. Stalling on Colman.
That was the second, so a point for Miranda.
Miranda would need a feet to back, it seems, for the tech.
He's already in bonus point area, though, but looking for more with the tech fall.
Shot. They're going to look for a bottom leg Turk to try to put him on his back. Secure the 15-1 lead with almost 3 minutes of riding time. That's the finish.
So close to the extra point for the tech fall, but one away. A big win. And Christian Colman's wrestling career comes to an end at Duke. What is that feeling like?
It's hard. It's such a huge part of your life for so long. And